now, taking the stage with 7 Grammys, 8 Oscars, over 300 Primetime Emmys, as well as the Pulitzer Prize, the Nobel Peace Prize, and first place 10 years running in the Lackawanna County Chili Cook-Off. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your host, Jeff Neon!
Oh, hello everyone. I'm Jeff Neon, and I'll be your host tonight. Guess since no one liked my idea of doing a 4.5-hour long Battlestar Galactica meets Harry Potter fan film, we're doing this lame shit.
Jeff, you can't curse.
Listen, you can't curse, pal, okay? So back off. Anyways, this is like a Saturday Night Live ripoff show, like Mad TV, but even more generic and stupid.
Jeff, just read what's on the damn teleprompter.
You gonna make me?
Just read your damn lines.
Look at this. State champ 92 curling. Eat it. Anyway, here's a bunch of dumb skits that I think are really just pretty terrible, so enjoy. You're not going to.
I remember when I was a boy, I used to hear all the older fellas say that your whole life slips past you in an instant. And you know, they were right. You know, it slipped past me.
I remember back in the day when there used to be fast food chains, shopping malls, and Apple stores as far as the eyes could see. Remember we used to go to the movie theaters.
I remember the movie theater. Me and my wife Julie were high school sweethearts before the zombie plague took her. We went to see Pirates of the Caribbean 4 on our first date.
And I took my first wife to see Saw 5 on our first date.
Oh, now there's a classic. You know, the first time I ever kissed a girl was at the movie theater. I took Betty Johnson on our first date to see Rush Hour 2. They don't make movies like Rush Hour 2 anymore.
And how about that old rock and roll band, Fall Out Boy?
I remember Fall Out Boy.
They don't make music like Fall Out Boy anymore.
Hey, sure don't. Remember My Chemical Romance and the Panic at the Disco?
Yes.
These kids today just don't appreciate good music.
No, yeah, these kids, they don't know what they're talking about. What with their underground didgeridoo, acid grindcore, polka jazz.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Whatever happened to the good old days of auto-tuning, like Lil Wayne and Nelly? You know, you remember that song about it being too hot and everyone had to
Take their
their
clothes
clothes off.
I remember that song. I remember when we were in grade school, we used to listen to Pantera and Marilyn Manson and Slayer. Do you remember Slayer, Billy?
Oh, of course I remember Slayer. I lost my virginity to Raining Blood.
Oh, that's beautiful. I remember I lost the old V card to that song Tupac did with Clay Aiken in 2017.
Right before the war with Australia.
You know, my cousin died in that war. Sniper Kangaroo got him right between the eyes.
Oh, that was right about the time they elected Justin Bieber president. I mean, I know he was running against the clone of Tom Cruise, but come on.
At least it was better than the 8 years of Mitt Romney we had to put up with.
True that.
All of this nostalgia is making me depressed. I'm tired of reminiscing.
Whatever. It's time for my vegetables anyways.
Get some whipped cream on there, Billy.
Oh, I know you like the whipped cream.
Share some of those vegetables with me, Billy.
Just the way you like them.
day. Grab a ice cold sun drop and show us how you drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it.
'Cause I got it going on. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
A thirst-quenching citrus soda just dropped coast to coast. Sun drop.
That's how you drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Oh God, where am I? Jeff Neon here. I guess, I tried escaping during the break, but my wonderful crew, love you guys, tied me to the chair, and I have to stay here. So, I guess you're gonna be enjoying more skits. So here we go, play 'em.
I know I have what it takes to stop crime in this city. Everyone thinks I'm a pretty cool, gnarly guy, and I am a totally cool, gnarly guy, but that's not what it's about. It's about saving people and bringing justice to our cold, indifferent society. Damn it, I knew this cape was too long. I'll have my mom take me to Joanne Fabrics tomorrow to get a new one. And then I'll have her take me to Golden Corral for lunch. I have crime coming in on the chronoscope. Dear God, it looks like there's a cat stuck in a tree over on Beakley Street. I must waste no time. There's not a second to spare. This cat needs me. Damn it. There's a cat in the tree. Blast! I'm gonna have to scale the tree. I'll use my super cool electronic lasso. I'll use my psychic powers to communicate with him. Don't do it, kitty. You have so much to live for. Blast you! Damn it, this tree is good. It knows what it's doing. It's obviously fought superheroes with uncanny powers before. Damn tree is too powerful. Its powers are too powerful. I must save this cat.
I must save this cat.
I'm the hero this cat needs, the hero it deserves. What do I do? The clock is ticking. Time is racing. I must save this cat. I won't fail you, kitty!
Good evening. I am Burlington Jones, and this is Veronica Crane. This is news time. Tonight's top story: Steve, the world's first and only talking dog, was eaten by a gang of armadillos with nunchucks. Steve was world famous for being the one and only dog with the ability to speak the English language and communicate with humans. This incident has raised the question, should armadillos be allowed to own nunchucks? And if so, how many nunchuck is too many?
I think 2. 2 pairs of nunchucks are enough for the common armadillo to defend himself.
Well, we'll all remember Steve, the talking dog. I'll be spilling some of my 40 over for him tonight.
Riveting stuff, John. In other news, 18 people were injured in a fire at a strip club in Massachusetts. The fire started when a spark from a crack pipe hit a combination of glitter, baby oil, and shame, bouncing off the walls and escalating to a full-blown structural fire, causing 9 flaming strippers to run across the street and burst into the National Parent-Teacher Convention being held at the Holiday Inn adjacent to the strip club. The situation escalated even further when one of the flame-engulfed strippers fell into a table of cheese and crackers, causing the table to go up in flames and in turn causing an even bigger structural fire at the Parent-Teacher Convention. Now, astonishingly, despite the cringe-inducing numbers of third-degree burns, no one died between the 2 fires. In fact, most of the older performers at the strip club survived the incident unharmed. This is believed to be linked to the massive amount of makeup they were wearing, acting as a flame-retardant shield.
Fascinating. Well, in other news, President Obama was spotted at the Walmart on 8th Street in Washington, D.C., Black Friday shopping. He was said to have been purchasing a fuzzy leopard throw blanket, 20 packages of string cheese, a Led Zeppelin greatest hits album, and the Avengers on the Blu-ray.
Wow, what a wacky, awesome guy.
It's a good buy, not gonna lie. It's good taste.
In sports news, the 2012 NHL lockout continues on, with neither side wanting to give an inch. Many believe the lockout will not end until NHL Deputy Commissioner Gary Bettman and NHLPA head Donald Fair finally drop the gloves and square off in the middle of the boardroom. The situation continues to soar as both men continue to chirp at each other from the bench, but refuse to engage when push comes to shove. Many have suggested a sword duel, and we all agree a sword duel would be pretty sweet.
What? Nope. Pretty sweet indeed. In other news, states of Colorado and Washington have come to a complete standstill after November's vote to legalize the marijuana for recreational use. Since going to affect both states have watched their entire economy and infrastructure crumble. All businesses have shut down indefinitely. Electricity, water, and power have been shut off. The entire populace of both states have been engaging in what appears to be a giant Phish cover band concert with different Phish cover bands playing one after another.
Horrifying, Jim.
What can I say?
The city of Pittsburgh will be adding another bridge in the near future. Oh. This one will be placed directly next to the other 76 in the downtown area. When asking a traffic expert if this addition will help ease the rush hour burden on those commuting to the city, his response was 12 minutes of uninterrupted laughing, followed sharply by a no.
Well, Jeff Insider information tells us that the city council is looking into plans to completely demolish downtown and build in its place a series of bridges connecting the north side's bridges with the south side's bridges, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel you.
You dig?
Speaking of traffic, Bill, it was a grisly scene in downtown San Diego this morning when a truck carrying Shazam, the 800-pound pregnant endangered panda, got in a head-on collision with an oil tanker, causing a stomach-turning scene right in the middle of the crowded intersection. The situation only got worse when Shazam started giving birth right there in the middle of the intersection, while she was on fire. The entire crowd was covered in a blast of flaming panda placenta, which I'm told does not smell good when it smolders.
Smolders? What does that mean?
I think it means like,
You okay?
That was definitely you.
It's all right.
It means
Anyway.
burned.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it does.
The real Osama bin Laden has been caught at Felipe's all-you-can-eat burrito buffet. Wait, we're getting word that actually Selena Gomez's older, hairier sister, Katrina Gomez. And now we've just received further word that the sisters are actually conjoined twins separated at birth. According to inside sources, the FBI has unraveled a revenge plan that Selena's sister had been plotting for years.
It's disgusting, Jeff, disgusting.
Throw my hands up.
Oh.
I have at least a dozen Selena posters in my room, and I'm leaving him up.
God, I love her. Like, I hope she's okay.
I'm heartsick. In other news, cats with bad breath, the epidemic that's sweeping the nation. Folks, bad cat breath has plagued cat lovers since the Siamese cats of ancient Egypt. But it's not just longer the mangy alley cats and horny strays. The bad cat breath epidemic has spread to the house cats, pet store cats, shelter cats, show cats, mean cats, sassy cats, thunder cats, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, here with us is an eyewitness to these horrific events.
Is the eyewitness here? Oh, here he. Yep,
My cat's breath smells like poop.
you heard it. Straight off the street.
Man,
Is it cat? There we go. I'm paying somebody here.
you know, this story has affected me close to home. Last night, I smelled my cat's breath and became stricken with grief when I discovered he had come down with the stinky breath illness. I knew it was too late, so I had to take him to the backyard and do what was right, just like old Yeller.
That's what I would have done. Yeah, I smelled my cat's breath last night as well. It smelled like the fruit roll-up. I think my kitty got into my fruit roll-up bin.
Between the death of a talking cat hero, a sweeping cat plague, and cats eating fruit roll-ups, it has not been a good week for cats.
Well, I mean, the fruit roll-up, they're a win for the cat, so what?
Are you freaking kidding me, John? Are you freaking kidding me?
Whoa, my name's not John. Burlington.
No, have you even stopped to consider how many cavities those cats are getting? They have sensitive teeth, John. Insensitive.
Listen, I feed my cat the fruit roll-up all the time.
You're a monster. You're sick. I just can't even do this.
All right, you know, she needs to, it's the time of month, so coming up after
really?
this, it's movie time.
Yeah.
The city of Pittsburgh is internationally known for its ghost sightings and reports of paranormal activities. Some might say that the locals have a sixth sense. Against the discretion of our loved ones and colleagues, we traveled to Pittsburgh to take an in-depth look at the haunting that had been plaguing the city for hundreds of years.
Well, after my parents died in a freak acrobatic circus accident, I had to find work to put food on the table. Not only for me, for my 7 brothers and 11 sisters. Only being 2 years old, it was pretty hard to find work. I stayed steady at the mine for a couple of months. Then I found a gig at the old Jenkins Cemetery. Yeah. Seen a lot of ghosts there. Spooky ghosts. And atmospheric mist.
The following is actual ghost footage from the old Jenkins Cemetery.
About ghosts, obviously. There's no other reason you would ever talk about a graveyard. A graveyard? Well, it's pretty much crazy because they don't even stay in the graveyard. They just walk anywhere.
Although there have been numerous ghost sightings in the suburbs and surrounding areas, downtown Pittsburgh has had more reports of supernatural incidents than anywhere else in the world.
So I've ridden the train to work like every single day for the last 50 years, you know, to and from work in the morning and at night. And I've seen the ghosts pretty much every single day. And at first the ghost, he scared me. You know, after a while with the ghost, you know, he started talking to me. We both like baseball. We both like, you know, ladies with big boobies. And He likes to go to monster truck rallies, and he's really into like interpretive dance, which is something that I really like. Ghost, you know, he scared me at first, but after a while, I grew to like him. He is a really nice guy, and we go to baseball games together, and we go dancing. We go salsa dancing on the weekends.
Welcome to Movie Time, the best movie review show on the entire planet. We're bringing you the latest, hippest, newest, most up-to-date movie news in existence.
Where am I? Who are you people?
Our biggest news tonight, Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm. What does this mean for future Star Wars movies? Although up until now, most sources have had relatively no information regarding the details of the new Star Wars films. That all changes here tonight on Movie Time, because I hold here in my hand the list of new Star Wars movies currently in pre-production at Disney. People, this is huge. Buckle your seatbelt as we unveil to you the next wave of Star Wars movie adventures. And the list starts with, drum roll please, Star Wars Episode 7, The Empire Strikes Back Again. Star Wars Episode 8, Revenge of the Clones. Star Wars Episode 9, Attack of the Phantom Menace. Star Wars Episode 10, The Quest for Peace. Star Wars Episode 11, Jedis versus Bad Guys. Now, folks, that is not all. There's also a very, very long list of character-based spin-off movies and television shows, including Admiral Akbar's Snowboarding Adventure, Keeping Up with Chewbacca, Pawn Stars Mos Eisley Watto's Junkyard, The Jar Jar Binks Saga. We were all waiting for that. Han Solo in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Darth Maul, Ain't It Bitchin' That I Have Robot Legs. Iron Man and Luke Skywalker fight Scar from Lion King, because we legally can do that, so who's stopping us? There will also be an entire trilogy devoted completely to Boba Fett, fittingly titled the Boba Fett Trilogy, which will include Boba Fett Goes Kayaking with Ewoks, Boba Fett bakes a carrot cake for his cousin's birthday. You'll pay anything that has Boba Fett in it.
What's a Star Wars?
Shut up, old man.
I'm sorry.
So in other non-Star Wars related news, big news out of Hollywood at the world premiere of Breaking Dawn Part 2, the final film in the Twilight series, is that this series will be remade, with the first film scheduled to hit in the summer of 2014. When speaking to the producers of the film, we were told, it's just time. Rather than waiting the usual 20 years to rehash old ideas, Hollywood is cutting directly to the chase with the blockbuster franchise. When asked what really pushed this idea forward, another producer was quoted as saying, money. Oh, and also we want to do the sparkles in 3D this time. He was also quoted as saying that this time around they'd like to focus more on tan werewolf abs. Rumors are circulating that the cast of Jersey Shore is in talks to star in the new Twilight series.
You know, I remember when I was a boy, you could get a Hershey bar for only a penny. And you could buy whistles and bubblegum at the 5 and dime.
Old timer, don't you have some movies to review? Quit babbling.
Oh, yes, actually, I did see Avatar, the film by James Cameron in the 3Ds.
So, what'd you think of that?
Blue cat people having sex with their own tails. It's ridiculous. Whoever made that movie has serious problems.
You know what? It doesn't really matter. We're out of time, probably for the better. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Movie Time. Please join us next week for more pointless, breaking movie news. Good night.
Eric. His name's Eric. Hey, Eric. How are you?
Fine, Lily.
Can't you take the hint? He's not interested in you. You have no idea how bad I want him.
Lily, yeah, I have a fiance and I'm in love with her.
How do you know if I'm crazy or not?